Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Come on. It's Monday night. Live check-in, man. I got a Monday night check-in with you, man. It's the day after the Super Bowl. I know you Eagle fans are ecstatic. I seen the highlights. Philly waxed them. Y'all already know I don't do the NFL for a multitude of reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be doing it again. You know, I'm proud of the fact that while everybody was wasting money and entertaining themselves with the Roman Circus yesterday, talking about the halftime show and all, that's cool, those, you know. I was in the market. The market opened at 5 yesterday, and I was up there doing chart ups on the yen, and I was doing it on some dollar pairs. But I know all you football aficionados, especially Eagle fans, it hats off to you on the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know how to change your life, but if it make you feel better, hey, you know what I'm saying? Here on the Oddcast, man, we don't get into all that. But now I just want to check in with y'all, man, because it was something interesting to me, you know, that watching the highlights, not that, but I kept seeing this woman, Sandra Greenlee, matter of fact, DeAndre Hopkins' mother, she's legally blind, and she's like an advocate for domestic abuse and all that is, you know, is wonderful. But her story was, I like to investigate. You know, I'm an investigative researcher, and I was like, wow, this beautiful woman she's blind, and I wanted to get to the bottom of the story, you know. And I don't know, do y'all know the story of DeAndre Hopkins, the wide receiver for Kansas City Chiefs? His mother, do you know his mother's story? Sandra Greenlee, I think. Do you know her story? I seen her hugging Roger Goodell and all that shit on her all red, and she be on Instagram. She has a big following. You know, like I said, she's an author and all that. She's legally blind. But me, I want to get to what happened. And, you know, I get to digging into the story. Now, this is, I don't know, like I said, if y'all know, but 23 years ago, 2002, 2003, the gist of the story was that she was a stripper, exotic dancer, what have you. DeAndre Hopkins, man, there's no shade. This is the truth. You know, here, I'm going to give it to you. She was a stripper, and she was involved with an individual that had a girlfriend. You know, and the girlfriend, you know, told her, leave my man alone, whatever, yada, yada, yada. They said that DeAndre Hopkins' mother was calling the house, harassing chick. Long story short, chick threw some Red Devil lies, some Clorox in DeAndre Hopkins' mother's face, and that's what led to her being blind. And the young lady got 20 years. She just came home. She was doing an interview. That's what made me like really get into it. Like, so you got blinded because of a choice you made dealing with a dude that had a girl. I'm not here for the judgment. That's God's job. I'm just reporting the story. Like, I wanted to know why his mother was blind. You know? And she's an advocate, like I said, an advocate for domestic abuse. And I was like, the young lady that threw the dye in her face, like I said, she's out of prison. You can look the story up. She's giving interviews telling her side of the story. And that's one thing I tell you. There's always 3 sides to the story. All right? I want you to get this in 3 sides to a story. There's your side, their side, and the truth. So, you know, I don't know how his mother, you know, how she plays it like, you know, I mean, she's blind, but it's just, it's interesting to know that a decision and choice you made resulted in you being blind. This wasn't no accident. This wasn't no hereditary or by birth or some disease, you know. She is blind because she kept harassing the girlfriend of a dude she was messing with. Like I said, she was a stripping dude, must have met in the strip club. And they, you know, people in the town told them, because they from a little town in South Carolina somewhere. They told him that he was messing with the stripper down there. I forgot what her name was, you know how that go. But the thing is, why was she harassing and calling the house messing with the girlfriend? Which prompted this young lady to put some Red Devil lye and some Clorox and throw it in her face. Like, so the moral of the story is this: be very, very careful with the choices you make. You know, I tell it to the young kids I mentor. I tell it to myself. I tell it to my children. Be very, very careful with the choices you make. She made a choice 20-some years ago which cost her her vision. What if the lady would have, you know what I'm saying, would have harmed her even more, like killed, unalived her? That's like the Steve McNair story. You remember the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans? You know, he was having an affair, and the young lady he was having an affair would have killed him and her. Or they got murdered, but they're both Steve McNair, Pro Bowl quarterback for the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. A decision he made cost him his life. A decision DeAndre Hopkins' mother made cost her her eyesight. That's my takeaway from the Super Bowl. I always come from angles because y'all know I don't watch it. I don't want, you know, how I feel about the NFL has been all on my channel. Y'all understand. I don't do the cooning. Listen, you discriminate, you're racist, and you don't want to let people work for a living like Colin Kaepernick. I don't support you. You know what I'm saying? So you already know how I feel on that. But yeah, that was everybody was so hyped about Kansas City 3-peating, which obviously they did and they lost. But I was interested about that story with DeAndre Hopkins' mother. Like, oh, because like she's an attractive woman. I'm like, she's blind. Like, how did she get blind? And you finding out you were like, oh, that one was totally preventable, you know. Like I said, I'm not here to judge, but I'm just glad at my age I try to make decisions where don't nobody want to harm me, or I'm harming other people. That ain't how I get down, man. That ain't never been how I get down. Anybody that know me knows that. But yeah, so you know, like I said, congrats to you Eagle fans. I know y'all going crazy. You know, I just wanted to talk about that. Like, I wonder if anybody knew about that, or was as curious as I was with how his mother became blind. And now, after, you know, doing some research today, I found out, like I said, the young lady that blinded her, she's out of prison. This was 20-some years ago, 2002 or 3. So she's giving interviews telling her side of the story. So that's why I said, you know, the moral of the story, man, be very mindful of your decisions, man, and don't be going with people, man. For real, like, I don't get this whole new thing where, you know, chicks like with dudes that got girls. I don't know what this weird shit is now. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready for Ramadan in 18, 17 days. So, you know, I try to live my life as wholesome as I can be being a Muslim. And, you know, I hope there's nobody out here that got ill will toward me. If they do, it ain't nothing out there that I can remember. You know, my family is tight. We love each other. We have fun. We crack up. All my homies that was in the pen with me, that's my family. Those are my brothers, my comrades. So, yeah, you know, just be mindful of what you do in your actions, man, because there's always a reaction and repercussions to that. So, you know, on this Monday night, man, so, you know, y'all running around. I just want to drop that little story on you, like, if y'all didn't know about DeAndre Hopkins. He caught a touchdown last night. His team lost, but he caught a touchdown. I mean, he played good, man. Somebody has to lose. You know, Kansas City already won 2 straight. They was trying to 3-peat. So, yeah, so in the midst of me getting the highlights of my news feed who won the Super Bowl, I found out the interesting story about his mother, you know. And I might have a recommendation for you, man. On Netflix, y'all gotta check out Surviving Black Hawk Down. I just watched this like a 4-part miniseries. If y'all remember when the Black Hawk got shot down in Mogadishu, Somalia back in 1993, and they dragged the American bodies through the street. And, yo, it's a very good documentary because it speaks to Somalis and it talks to the surviving American soldiers. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to go on a rant, this, that. But that's my recommendation. Y'all need to check that out on Netflix, man. Surviving Black Hawk Down. And then you can get both sides of the story of what really happened. And, you know, it was as I knew because I've read books on it and all that, you know. I've been locked up with Somalis. You know, I've been locked with a lot of Somalian brothers, man. You know, Minnesota got the largest Somalian population, like Minneapolis, Somalians all up there. They deep, the brothers deep up there, for real. But yeah, that was an interesting little documentary, man. You know, and I was just like, let me share that with the people, man. I had to share the story about DeAndre Hopkins' mother. Then I said, let me give them a recommendation, a good read, if you might say, because I know y'all don't do no reading. Y'all gotta get back to reading, man. But this is it's very good. It's very informative, man. I'm a history buff anyway. I'm a historian. You know, I love history. I love researching and knowing about it. You know, because like they said, history is usually told by the victors. So just because they won don't mean they telling the truth. They telling his story. So learning history, you got to go to different sources. You got to read, and you got to start dealing with, you know, non-American authors and researchers, you know, get that perspective. You know, so yeah, y'all can check out, you know, Surviving Black Hawk Down. You tell me what y'all think, man. You know, I just wanted to make this short, man, on this Monday night. Hope everybody first day of work is back. I'm about to get back and look at these charts, see what this yen do. I think this yen trying to be my friend tonight. It's been going up since yesterday when it opened, so let's see if it's going to retrace or keep going up, man. I could pad this bank account. But yeah, man, remember, you better become a mobile money maker at 3M. Then you can go anywhere in the world, get that little blue book, that passport, and you can fly out here, man. You ain't got to worry about what Trump doing, because he doing him. Y'all keep crying, but y'all need to be putting that effort into something else, like becoming a mobile money maker. Such as your man with this right here. That's what this is. This is a money maker. You know, come on, man. It ain't nothing to learn how to day trade. Millions of people are doing it. Americans is just slow. Y'all don't even know nothing about the Forex market. How you don't know nothing about the largest financial market in the world? It's the currency market, foreign exchange, short for Forex. Foreign exchange, yeah. You know, you can make thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars, man. But hey, I'm going to keep pumping that to you, because that's what I'm all about, that generational wealth. I'm not with making somebody else rich. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Use your jobs as your bank. That's what I always tell people. Use your job as your bank. You know, all this, so you want to retire and all that, that's a scam. Don't fall for that shit. Use your job as your bank. And that's why you got to be organized, man. You got to be on your job 2-3 years until you dream whatever business you want to start. But that's what you want to become, man. Because Trump, you know, he going to cut off anything, and whatever he don't like, he going to cut off. It's not going to be good, you know what I'm saying, unless you rich and white. You know, he letting you know how he playing. But y'all, like I said, all that crying about it don't mean shit. You become a mobile money maker, you can do what you want. Because you can make money with your phone anywhere you got Wi-Fi connection. That's what it's about. You got to come to the future. That's what I understood coming out of prison. Oh, wow, you got this thing called Wi-Fi that you can get everything on the phone once you got that. Oh, so I just need Wi-Fi to make money. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, keep that in mind. Y'all go throughout the week. You know, I'm going to be back with you a couple of days, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out my last Fed story with Fed Time with old man. I just told y'all about my Batman episode at the camp. That's on the YouTube channel, The Oddcast. Thank y'all for the support. Keep supporting, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends, man. Go check out my videos, man. And in the meantime, between time till we get back together later on this week, man, remember, man, watch your actions, man, because there's always reactions. Always reactions, man. And on that note, man, Palestine, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I ain't even going to get into that, because y'all, I'll be on here for 2 hours. Y'all already know how I feel about that. Man, peace and love. Salam alaikum to all my Palestinian brothers and sisters, man, trying to build and have a life, man, after what they've been going through. But yo, I love you and support you, man. Y'all love, believe that, to the end of time, man. So yo, y'all be safe. Y'all be good out there, man. Like I said, go check out Surviving Black Hawk Down, man. Good little documentary, man. Till the next time, peace.